midfielder from Brazil, will make his way back into the lineup along with Klein and Escobar in that center area. And Gio Calderon, he's in his second match starting consecutively after playing the full 90 versus Philadelphia Union. He'll be on the right side of that defensive line with MLS Next All-Star in Demario McIntosh. That right side of the defensive line should provide some sort of lockdown ability, especially for what could be coming from the other side in Huntsville with the threat that they can provide on their offensive unit. And however, the big thing for Huntsville is not necessarily what they're going to produce on offense, but how they'll lock down defensively, considering how they have an MLS Next Pro debut in their goalkeeper, Brian Dowd. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish goalkeeper was the number 6 overall pick in the 2023 MLS draft from Chicago Fire. He makes his way over to New England. He took the Fighting Irish to the College Cup final last year in 2023. He makes his MLS Next Pro debut today. So we'll have to see how the goalkeeper Dowd will fare in front of a defensive front that has basically no changes. Cicerone in along with Dupuis, Perkins, and Skinner, with Opande stepping up into the midfield 5 for head coach Christophe Berra. As we take a look at the two sides getting ready for this matinee matchup, Brian Lee and our entire MLS Next Pro on Apple TV crew with you. And these are two sides who have really struggled to get the goal scoring going. They've struggled to get the wins in large part because they've struggled to score goals. And it's one of those things of how once you kind of get to that second half of the season, what are you really playing for? That's kind of that point where you really get to see what every team is made up of. Some teams are right on the playoff line. There's a big cluster of teams in the Eastern Conference all fighting for a few playoff spots. So a couple of those teams will have a chance to be out. Some of those will be in. We saw some of the top contenders in that Eastern Conference table with the Chicago Fire team, with Philly, Cincinnati amongst the top teams as well. And right now, currently heading the rear are these two sides. However, there is an opportunity that for these two teams, it's not necessarily about how things are going to go for the remainder of the season, but the long-term future of the individual players, how they'll develop, how they'll learn to play the full 90, how they adapt to the different situations, the ebbs and flows of the season, how they're going to be able to handle and learn from this type of adversity. It can only make them stronger going forward, especially because of the struggles that they had. Adversity tends to create, especially as time goes on. As we start things off here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, New England in blue, Huntsville are in the all whites. They really are competitive, and they can show that they can pretty much beat anyone in MLS Next Pro. However, when they don't play for the full 90 or they take their foot off the gas just a smidge, it can really hamper things and has produced some of the results that these two sides have had to deal with. Considering how New England is 8 points out of a playoff spot, and for Huntsville, they have the fewest points in the league standing. First corner of the match goes for the Revs. Elevation as it goes for a head, and that one is just a little bit wide. Alex Monis rose up, but couldn't hit. We're a couple seconds over a dozen minutes. Outswung, down, rebound, off of the line. Second chance and a swing and a miss as it's recovered by Leal and sent away. That was the first real dangerous scoring chance for Huntsville, but they're still on it. And makes his way over for Huntsville as they cough the ball up. New England into the middle. Klein leaves it for Fry. Fry with a shot. First save of the match for Brian Dowd. But now he has to guard against this New England corner. In, over, punched out by Dowd. New England defending against Huntsville. Jordan Knight, he gets tangled up, but it falls back for Skinner. Skinner elevates, drops, shoots, save, rebound, scores! Huntsville gets it started. Jonathan Bolaños opens it up for Huntsville, and he's got his 5th of the season. A nice play here from Huntsville. They've been using a lot of the horizontal play. First shot was denied. The second chance was through. And scoring first has not necessarily come in a plethora for Huntsville, as they've only done so 5 times in their 15 games so far in MLS Next Pro's 2024 season. Long ball goes for McIntosh, disrupted off the header of Skinner. McIntosh chases once again. Al-Haznawi takes it back, center for Maciel. And now New England to the area, center scores! Patrick Leal with the response. The hydration and the game-tying goal were level at 1 only 4 minutes later. Maciel with the feed and the center up. Nobody was guarding Leal within at least 2 yards of him. He had all the time and space to just launch that one. And he goes for a career high in 4 goals in 2020. Fry into the penalty box. Looks for room. Drops it back. Klein shoots. And that one just got off the hand of Brian Dowd. A nice stretch out from Dowd. He didn't want to get beat a second time, but in doing so, he provides the 6th corner of the match for New England. Short, Maciel. Up top. The try is blocked. The attempt by Escobar. But Leal still holds possession and just plays it back for McIntosh as he wants to reset the offense. It's going to be tough for New England to potentially break through, as Huntsville has everyone back right now, essentially. But it goes for Al-Haznawi. Minute and a half to go in stoppage. McIntosh has that far side. Wants the service. Off of the bar and out. And cleared by Huntsville. Imagine if that one went in. That was something that we saw in the Copa America, where Canada had a goal against them when Crépeau was off of his line, and McIntosh wanted to attempt something similar to just sneak that one between Dowd and the post, but the iron got there first. Isaiah Jones stumbles, recovers, getting washed by Maciel, and Maciel with the strip away, but a little too aggressive on the attempt, however, was Maciel, as Jones earns a whistle. Jordan Knight came over from Columbus Crew, takes a goal, and that one just hits the end wall. Couple attempts made by Huntsville to potentially take a lead at the half, as Jordan Knight, making his first start with Huntsville, wanted to put his stamp on it, as it's also his 5th start of the 2024 season, as the other 4 came with Columbus. And with the ball out of play, we're out of time in the first half. As for New England, for them going forward will be from left to right, while Huntsville, they're from right to left in this second half of play. As we're in Gillette Stadium, New England Revolution 2 versus Huntsville City FC. Apple TV, Ryan Lee, and our entire Apple TV broadcast crew, thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday matinee matchup. As McIntosh springs loose, wiggles past Bolaños, but couldn't quite hit the intended target. That was Monis. As Skinner wants to go the opposite direction, but a nice little slide tackle there from Olger Escobar. Escobar with that last disruption. He won 2 straight U19 MLS Next Cups with New England Revolution Academy program. He was even a 2-time New England Academy Player of the Year, was Escobar. And it's all about how these guys continue to develop in the next level. Huntsville trying to develop their offense as it's a ball loose. No one's there, and that one eventually gets poked home. Wubens Pasias gets the 2-1 advantage for Huntsville. This is just another centering feed for Pasias. He got the deflection. Gunn couldn't get 100% of it, and then Pasias just gets worked on by Calderon, but it was not enough for Calderon to hold off Pasias as he eventually gets that one in. That's exactly what happens with Jonathan Bolaños and Wubens Pasias. As another tangle up. That time it was on Isaiah Jones, and eventually a booking comes out of the pocket of the official. Another look. It was just that little grab on the shoulder of the jersey by McIntosh. Bolaños works free, centers for Pasias. Pasias with a wide angle and into the hands of Gunn. Gunn out of his hands quick. Maciel, he got double teamed, but too aggressive on the play was Huntsville. And now a follow-up card as well for Huntsville. O'Brien gets 2 yellows right out of the gate, and he's sent off. So initially there was a foul there that was whistled. And you can track O'Brien, 32. He's talking to the official. Back for Wright. Ali Wright on McIntosh, wants the service. Cleared away by Tiago. A scrap for the ball and a little bit too much contact. That was Opende on the backside of Bulma. This match is brought to you by Gillette Labs with Exfoliating Bar, Gillette's ultimate shaving experience. Monis with a try, and Dowd holds strong in net. New England has Maciel as they go into the attacking end. Leal escapes one, he's still on his feet. Leal leaves it. Al-Haznawi with a cross, gets blocked by Perkins as Leal is chasing back. New England into the area. Bulma for Leal. He scored the lone New England goal as he puts it up top for Maciel. Bulma takes a try, and that one is easily held on for Dowd. However, Huntsville facing a man down, and now it's passed off for Perkins. Perkins gallops ahead. He's got space. Perkins holds, shoots, and that's off of Gunn. Second chance is wide. Josh Bulma with a full head of steam, but Jones able to catch up. Klein out for Diarbian. Diarbian into the area. He's looking for space. Just elevates it. Wanted Klein. Couldn't get the completion. Final 2 minutes plus stoppage for the Revolution. But advancing way upfield is Adam Sipic. Sipic with a try, denied by Gunn, rolls out of play, corner for Huntsville. Huntsville might have 10, but they're pressing aggressively as they have all game. Diarbian sends it across for Maciel. Bulma tightropes through defenders. The chance goes. Follow up is held on by Dowd. We're past 95. How much longer? Monis goes across. Back post. Held on by DRBN. Still available. DRBN takes a try, takes a deflection, and held off by Dowd. And that will do it. Huntsville gets their third win of the season, their first since early June. And Brian Dowd's MLS Next Pro debut ends in the win.